In teaching the core of John Wesley's proclamation of the gospel, one of my close colleagues focuses it very simply. Love of God, love of neighbor, and all of the rest is subtext. In the same way, if we review the core of the prophetic message of Micah, it is these cherished three guiding words: do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with your God. These are the plumb lines of God for us as we live out the faith, and these are especially key to leaders who seek to combine their faith and their vocation. Especially in the anxiety of our time, we have chosen a second set of irreducible reports that generally go under the heading of the bottom line. Ecclesiastical leaders are beginning to argue that the income and attendance numbers will tell the story of the effectiveness in ministry. Dashboard figures are quick and dirty gauges that drive decision-making and investment of time and effort and talent. Valuable as this data might be to track popularity and sustainability, the prophet Micah's cherished discourse challenges the bottom line as the ultimate plumb line of God's measurement of success and effectiveness. It is a reminder to leaders of what is at the core of human industry, endeavor, and contribution to the beloved community of God. In the text, the scene is a courtroom in which God has a complaint against the people. The witnesses have been assembled, and they are the tremendous mountains and hills that surround Israel. This is not a small matter. And the trial occurs at a time when there is a revival in the land, a recovery among the people. Attendance at temple has grown, relative wealth has returned, there's been a renewal of the status of God's chosen ones. Yet, God has a complaint. Remember how I dealt with you, O Israel. I'm often struck by the way in which God appeals to intimate relationships established with Israel as a parent to a child. In other places, he says, I taught you to walk. I took you by the hand. I lifted you up as a parent presses a child to their cheek. These domestic images may seem a bit soft for leadership in business or politics, or even in the church these days. But they are the story that God tells when God brings this complaint. The bottom line at Sinai was set. You keep these commandments and it will be fine with us. You break one and you will die. And the favorite hero of Israel, the greatest monarch, the one remembered to this day as the symbol of Israel, is David, who shattered the bottom line on a fateful afternoon when he spied Bathsheba from his balcony. Yet, the promise as a result of breaking those commandments was death. And we are not dead. You see, the bottom line in the covenant yielded to the plumb line that guides us and is the expression of God's relationship to us. In Micah's words, to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly together. The original response of the people set a bottom line of what does the Lord require in terms of material deliverables? Burnt offerings? Thousands, tens of thousands of rams? Oil? You see, the numbers might have been important to achieve, but God does not as much seek the what as the quality of the who. Who we are as leaders and people to utilize our industry and effort to meet the plumb line of God in what we do. Justice, kindness, and humility. May it occupy the measure of what you lead folk to achieve and accomplish in the vocation you have been chosen to lead. And may all other bottom lines become measured against the plumb line of God. Justice, kindness, and walk humbly together with our God.